Hi, ArcfieldWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday morning, June 30th, the last day of the month of June. July begins tomorrow. It looks like it'll begin on a hot note across much of the middle part of the nation. The next 6 to 10 days or so will certainly produce some well above normal temperatures right across the heartland, extending from the southwestern states all the way to southeastern states and northward into the northern plains. This is a forecast map of the probabilities of temperatures being above normal over the next 6 to 10 days put out by NOAA's Weather Prediction Center. And again, very warm weather patterns continues here for the middle part of the nation, with high pressure ridging focused over the central U.S. Now, at the same time, we have continuation of northwesterly flow across the northeastern part of the nation, and this will continue to bring some normal to even slightly below normal air masses into New England, into the northeastern part of the nation over the next couple of weeks. And at the same time, much of the western U.S., certainly from California to Oregon to Washington, should be at or below normal over the next 6 to 10 days or so. Well, before we get to the current weather situation, just wanted to point out that on the homepage of ArcfieldWeather.com and on the historic events page, I have an article this morning about the deadly heat wave of July 1936. While it looks like this month will get, the month of July will get off to a very hot start across the middle part of the nation, it certainly will be hard pressed to match the excessive heat, the sustained heat that this nation experienced back in the Dust Bowl era, in this particular case in July of 1936. Certainly one of the hottest summers ever recorded, and arguably the one of the hottest and driest decades ever for the nation. Very interesting stories, unbelievable temperatures. So if you have a chance after the video, check out that article on the deadly heat wave of July 1936. This happens to be a photograph from March of that year of a dust storm in the Texas Panhandle. Very dry conditions that went along with that excessive heat of the summer of 1936. Well, let's take a look at the tropics. Here we are at the end of the month of June, beginning July on Friday, and it's an active tropical scene in the Atlantic Basin. We have one system still meandering in the southwestern part of the Gulf of Mexico, the western part of the Gulf of Mexico, and it will no doubt produce some significant rainfall southwestern Louisiana all the way into southeastern Texas over the next 12, 24, 36 hours or so. It's a slow mover. Several inches of rain will fall. Whether or not it becomes a tropical depression or an outside shot at a tropical storm, it will produce some heavy rainfall in that part of the nation. A strong system way down to the south, taking the southern route, likely to become a named tropical storm over the next couple of days, continues on a westward track right into Central America over the next few days. Countries of Nicaragua and Costa Rica will be impacted by this particular storm, but it continues to stay south of the U.S. and moves west right into Central America. Meanwhile, a third wave that we'll have to watch over the next several days. It looks like it'll take more of a west-northwest track compared to tropical cyclone number 2 here, and probably end up in the eastern part of the Caribbean Sea over the next several days. Something we'll have to keep an eye on as we go through the early part of the month of July. Well, in terms of the specific numbers of total precipitation amounts over the next 5 days, this is a forecast map from NOAA's Weather Prediction Center between this morning, Thursday morning, and Tuesday morning, a 5-day total. And again, from southwestern Louisiana to southeastern Texas, expect 5 to 10 inches of rain in some spots over the next couple of days as a result of that tropical system. Again, just a very slow moving system. A lot of rainfall as well across the rest of the south, the deep south, the southeastern U.S. There'll be some rainfall over the weekend in the Mid-Atlantic region, primarily focused on Friday night and Saturday. Some of the storms on Saturday could be on the strong side, places like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. Less of a chance of rain, it looks like, on Sunday, and even less on Monday, the 4th of July, in the Mid-Atlantic region. Decent rainfall for this time of the year up across the central and northern plains over the next 5 days, and rather typical, remains quite dry if not completely dry, across California and Nevada over the next 5 days. Well, let's take a look at the 500 millibar height anomaly forecast maps from last night's 06Z operational run of the GFS. And again, we've had high pressure ridging kind of focused over, centered over the middle part of the nation over the past couple of weeks. Very, very hot pattern from the south central states to the southeastern states. Meanwhile, up across New England, northwesterly flow aloft. And again, this has continued to prove some nearly normal, even some slightly below normal air masses from Canada into the northeastern quadrant of the nation over the past couple of weeks. General pattern will continue over the next couple of weeks. Meanwhile, some normal conditions out across the western U.S. as well. Now let's move forward here as we move into the early part of July. And here we go. The hottest day of the week in the Mid-Atlantic region, northeast U.S., probably on Friday, tomorrow, July 1st, 90 to 95 degrees, D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, ahead of the next frontal system. And notice here we go, a little bit of a cooler air mass up over the Hudson Bay region of Canada by the time we get to Saturday morning. And there's a front right in this region right here. And with that flow aloft, basically a zonal flow aloft in this part of the nation, that front will be a slow mover as it tries to push from the north to the south as we begin the holiday week and the 4th of July weekend here with this frontal system causing some instability on Friday night and Saturday right in the Mid-Atlantic region. Expect some scattered showers and thunderstorms, not an all-day rain, but can be some strong storms on Saturday as well. And then we'll move forward here into the early part of next week, and high pressure ridging continues to focus its attention across the south central states, the southeastern states, and its continuation of west to northwest flow over New England and an upper level low moving over the western part of the nation. That's why that part of the nation will generally remain at or below normal over the next week to 10 days or so. Let's keep moving forward here into Monday of next week, and then we continue to move forward here at a rapid pace here into the middle part of next week. And again, notice continuation of kind of a northwesterly flow in the upper part of the atmosphere across New England with high pressure ridging. Focus its attention over the middle part of the nation. That'll help to produce some more normal to even slightly below normal air masses over the next 6 to 10 days or so over New England, and it stays very, very hot over the next 6 to 10 days or so right in this part of the U.S. Well, let's wrap up with the surface forecast maps from the 6Z run of the GFS. High pressure in control over much of the eastern part of the nation, certainly the Mid-Atlantic, the northeastern part of the nation. Sunny, very warm today, increasing amounts of humidity, and probably, again, the hottest day of the week will be tomorrow Friday, July 1st, with 95 degrees possible in D.C., maybe the lower 90s, middle 90s even, in Philadelphia and New York City as well on Friday, and quite humid. Notice southwesterly flow up across the middle part of the nation into the Great Lakes region, and there will be a frontal system that shows up here trying to move from the north to the south. Here we go. By the time we get to Saturday morning, there's a frontal system kind of dropping southeast right in this part of the northeastern part of the nation. Again, with that upper level wind flow basically west to east in this part of the nation, this will be a slow mover, and the result will be threat of showers and thunderstorms Friday night and Saturday, and maybe a little bit lingering into Sunday, although again I think the rain chances on Sunday will be less than on Saturday in the Mid-Atlantic region, and even less on Monday the 4th of July. And there can be some strong thunderstorms. This is a Saturday evening forecast map. Don't be surprised if there's some strong thunderstorms associated with that frontal system by the time we get to the afternoon hours, the evening hours on Saturday. Let's move forward. This high pressure system tries to edge in the Mid-Atlantic region, and probably will succeed. Certainly up across New England, expect a pretty nice day on Sunday. Probably rain-free New York City, Philadelphia. Cannot completely rule out a shower or thunderstorm on Sunday, and really on Monday as well in the southern half of the Mid-Atlantic region. But that high pressure system remains pretty much control over the mid-Atlantic, the northeast U.S. on Monday, the July 4th holiday. And then we'll be looking upstream, and this looks like a pretty vigorous system that we'll have to monitor as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. It looks like it'll be one of those patterns where, again, strong system up over the upper Midwest may drop south and east into the mid-Atlantic region by the time we get to the middle of next week. So a lot going on. July begins on a hot note across much of the middle part of the nation, and it looks like a funnel system will cause a lot of instability in the mid-Atlantic region and the northeast U.S. on Friday night and Saturday, but conditions should improve on Sunday and especially by Monday, the 4th of July, in the mid-Atlantic region, the northeastern part of the nation. And again, a lot of tropical activity as the calendar flips from June to July. That's it for now. For ArcfieldWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.